welcome back everyone. It is gonna be a balmy Saturday today. Highs approaching 60 where I live here. Decided to hit a small lake close by to my home. It's a lake that I did an earlier video on. I showed some footage with my brother-in-law Dan. Got a pike and a largemouth my last outing out there. Marked several panfish but couldn't grab them, so I'm gonna try it again. This may be my last time out ice fishing. We shall see. It's possible we may go for some cats in a week, but it all depends if the ice hangs in there or not. So one thing about living where I live is when I leave town in any direction, I'm out in the country, and I love it. I love it. Look at all the cut corn. Anyway, I'm gonna head to this little lake. I'm gonna give it a morning fish today. I'll probably fish till about 10:30 and go home and make brunch for my sweetie. So yeah, I don't know, I'll try a little bit of early morning stuff. It is 6 a.m. It's getting lighter out earlier. So maybe I could have gone up earlier, but 5 is good for me on the weekends. So we're almost to the lake. Get out there, I'm going to put 2 tip-ups out, and I'm going to do a little jigging for panfish. So see you guys when we get there. Focus, baby. I cannot believe this, but I am the first person here this morning. I have never had an entire lake to myself. Got some hawkers out there. Unbelievable. Checked this out last night. They were still fishing it last night, so I'm sure the ice is fine. I'm gonna get out there and get set up. Have some private fishing for a while. That's what it's all about right there. After all, one other truck joined me. Yeah, I just got here. I haven't put a line in yet. I probably should, because there's fish down there right now. If you can see it. Probably not. I got to tip up out this window. And I've got a tip up out there. Kind of hard to see, I know. And of course I've got neighbors. This whole lake, and when people come, they come over to you naturally, right? I got fish down there. I am gonna get in, unless it's weeds, but I think it's fish. I'm gonna get in and see what happens. They're down there. You can get a hook on them. My screen is lit up. I don't know if they're tiny little guys or... Hope you can see the screen. It's going bananas. Screen is going bananas. Let's try to get the hook in one of these. Check my bait. cannot tell you all the fish that I've been missing. I cannot get hooks in them. They're probably little tiny bluegills. But I'm having a great time out here. It beats sleeping in on a Saturday. It's very nice. Of course I got the shack up because it's pretty windy out. It looks to me like it may storm earlier. That doesn't do it justice, but it's clouding up out to the west. And I think she may rain a little bit earlier this afternoon. It's ridiculous. I've been marking fish forever, but I can't get a hook in them. I think they're very tiny, but like I say, it's a great way to spend the morning. I'm going to get right back after them. This was a very pleasant surprise here. Got a little perch. So is that what's down there bugging me? A little perchy? Try to get some more here. Really grateful for the shanty. I don't know if you can hear it or not, but I was right with those clouds to the west. It's starting to rain. But I'm nice and dry in here. So far there's that one little perch, but we're going to try to get some more here. It is a nice morning. Nice morning to be out. Rain or no rain. Well, chalk up another one for the weatherman. This was not forecasted, not until later this afternoon, but it's pouring out. And pretty dry. Not pretty dry, I am dry. But, crazy, man. This was not forecasted till later on, so hopefully this will pass, and at least when I pick up in about an hour, I can stay relatively dry, comfortable. So, got that one perch still sitting at that, so I am going to throw the tackle box at them. There are fish on the locator. They're just not biting. Maybe this rain will trigger them. We'll see. A lot of fish down there right now. Thunder just passed through. Never ice fished in a thunderstorm. Seems to be lightening up. The fish are hanging out down there. They're just not in the mood. Kind of been story of my ice fishing season, sort of. Managed to put some meals in the freezer, but it's slow. Come December 9th of this year, I'm going to be retired. I'm going to have plenty of time to figure out these fish. Right now I've got a tiny gold Castmaster on here. It's usually my go-to This is a pretty heavily pressured lake, and I am the only one out here again. The rain drove everybody off. It's heavily pressured, and I have a feeling they don't see very many Castmasters, so we're going to give this a shot. It looks like at about 10:30 I'm going to get a window. So that is what I'm going to pack up. I mean, I'm getting bright red marks down here. I mean, they just are not biting. The flasher is just, there's a lot of fish down there right now, but they're just not having it in this weather. So when she stops raining, I'm packing up and probably going to call it a season. This 60 plus degrees plus rain will probably wrap it up for me. Hopefully I can get another fish here on camera. Well, that's going to be a wrap, guys. The thunderstorms turned into kind of a nice day. This is kind of how my day started. And there are storms coming from the south moving north below me, so good time to get off. Wind's picking up too. And I'll tell you, the old clam kept me pretty dry. I was the only guy with a shanty out here today, and the other guys all left. So this little lake here, I'm going to spend a lot of time out here next winter in my retirement, so I'm going to pack up, head on home, have brunch with my honey, and I think maybe I'm going to have fish sandwiches tonight, so I think I'll put a little fish fry on this tape, give a little bit more content. So I'm going to pack the old Titan up and head her home. Okay guys, I have decided I'm going to put a fish sandwich on this video. Still thunderstorming, by the way, here. It started up again. So I think it was a rumble of thunder right now. Anyway, we make our own tartar sauce. And I'm going to show you how I do that. Just 3 simple ingredients. Well, 4 if you count the brew. Got mayonnaise, pickle relish, a little lemon juice. Throw all those together, we're going to make a real nice little tartar sauce here. Okay, Sue likes she likes the tartar sauce with a little bit more relish. So I start with the relish first. Pretty much just put it in there. Everyone has their own preference. We like it relishy. That should be pretty good. Now we're going to add some mayonnaise. Mix her up. See if we need to add any more relish. Wouldn't be a bad time now. We just put a little lemon juice in it. Okay, now this is going to be a fish sandwich. So what I have here, I got a nice amount for a good hearty sandwich. This is actually the northern pike that I caught with the Pete's earlier in the season. So next up is the breading. what I do, I pat the fish dry, and then I just coat it real lightly with a little bit of Lawry's before the breading. I'm really into this breading these days. Louisiana. This is seasoned, and it is crispy too. I'm really happy with it. It's got a nice flavor to it. You don't have to do an egg or a milk wash with your fish before you put this on. You can put it in a Ziploc and shake it, but I just sprinkle it on for a light coating. Sprinkle it on, give it a flip. And you can smell the lemon in it. Smell it. It smells great. Just pour that in there. Make sure she's coated. That is perfect. It's very lightly coated. Very lightly coated, and it's going to be beauty. One thing I started doing with my fish to get it crispier, Jay Siemens from Manitoba gave the tip out. I always used to deep fry my fish and put it in paper towel right away to get the grease off it. But now I just put it on a pan. Once you put it on that paper towel, it makes it soggy, I found. And I just use a metal pan now when the fish comes off. Live with a little bit of grease. I'd rather have it crispy. So mine is all ready. We'll get my sweetie to get hers going here in a little bit. We got some lettuce to cut, some tomato, and I deep fry these out in the garage. Okay, the prep work continues. Here's what Sue does. She is a vegetarian, and she's found a real nice little substitute. They're actually little crab cakes. She's going to have a crab cake sandwich tonight. She's actually what they call an ovo-lacto vegetarian, which means she'll have dairy, cheese, eggs. If I have any vegetarians in my audience, here's what she buys. And really, they're not that bad, guys. I do vegetarian with her about one meal a week. So we are still prepping. She's getting the lettuce ready over there. I just plugged the oil in. We'll be cooking soon. Okay, time to put that pike in the oil. I've got 4 little fillets. I'm going to do 2 at a time. And I usually fry them till they're nice and buoyant in the oil. That literally only took maybe a minute and a half at the most. Look at that fillet. And again, I'm just putting them in a metal pan to keep them crispy, and it does work. Delicious. Finished product. Now this Louisiana's is a little bit cornmeal based, but I don't mind it. And like I say, I love the flavor. We'll add these to the sandwich. We're almost ready to wrap this up. Here's Sue's creation with those crab cakes. That's a hell of a sandwich. I think this might be a knife and a fork sandwich, but it does look good, hon. I'm going to build mine here now. Okay guys, I'm going to build. I always start out with lettuce on the inside, kind of like so. Check out that pike. Love northern pike. One of these days I'll do a video. Of course, you guys have probably seen plenty of videos on people filleting them. Okay, now tartar sauce it a bit. I like tartar sauce. Okay. I've got the oven on warmer behind me. And it's going to be a cheesy fish. Yeah, ready to put that in the oven. Okay guys, there's a shot of the finished product. Added some rice to it. There's Sue's. And there's mine. I'm going to send this out to Greg Belinsky, a longtime viewer and a neighbor up near the cabin. He said he's into the fish sandwich, so hopefully we can do some fishing this summer, Greg, and make many more of these fish sandwiches. So it is time to chow. Let's enjoy them. Okay guys, it's going to be a wrap for this video. The fish sandwiches were delicious. Not sure if I'm going to be getting out ice fishing anymore or not. Maybe do some catting in about a week if the lake holds up. Otherwise I'll be getting the Lund out and getting ready for some action on the Wisconsin River for walleyes. I also got an invite from Brian from Mick's Wild Retirement Adventures. He invited me up to a cabin at Leech Lake, and we're going to chase some walleyes early May. So I'm really looking forward to meeting Brian and fishing with him for a few days, sharing a boat with him. And I'm really hoping that his good buddy Jake is able to join us. That would be cool. So until next time, I want to thank you for watching, and have a great week. See you soon.